We've always called the Graduate Musical Theater Writing Program an own voice program, one that values every voice that comes here, all the way from the most standard sort of old-fashioned musical theater to the most avant-garde, and all the way into opera.
Using music and text together to tell a story is the crux of how we define musical theater.
We're not about making people write to a formula. We're about discovering the voices within each of our students and blossoming those voices, learning to make them better.
There are so many possibilities. Which ones excite you? What do you want musicals to be?
Yeah.
And then we try to give you tools and strategies rather than rules and formulas.
If you are interested in exploring a different aspect or angle on musical theater, then we encourage you to do that and we'll help you.
I may have 15 students in my class. And what I hope for, what I'm looking for, and what I'm nurturing is 15 unique visions and 15 unique voices.
This is not a program for somebody who wants to write all of the parts themselves.
Our ethos is that you learn how to collaborate with a bunch of different people. Our job is to push them deeper into that so that the doors open up.
We're interested in figuring out how people can create musical theater works together.
We're really interested in assembling a class of people with diverse viewpoints and diverse backgrounds so that you can benefit from being exposed to things that you may not have heard before.
If you come to this program, you are part of the theater community by walking in the door.
You're going to have some fun. You're going to have some good times. You're going to meet some good people. You're going to meet some folks you'll be working with for the rest of your life.
Welcome to the NYU Tisch School of the Arts Graduate Musical Theater Writing Program Cycle 33 Showcase. I'm Robert Lee, I'm chair of the department, and I know that was an earful. Don't worry, I'm here to provide a little context, but before I do, I want to say how thrilled I am and how thrilled we all are to have you join us this afternoon, this evening, as we share and celebrate the work of our graduating class. These 27 book writers, composers, and lyricists have invested 2 years in each other, practicing what so many only preach, the art of collaboration. Never in my life has there been a time when the challenge and necessity have been so clear of learning to listen to each other, make space for one another, and trust that the blending of your voice with another's can result in something that honors, elevates, and transcends both. During their second year, our MFA students are teamed to create the first draft of a full-length musical under the guidance of a faculty advisory team. That process is now beginning for the next cohort. By the end of the semester, they'll have completed one half of their work, and in the spring, they have the opportunity to work on material with 3 professional actors, a director, and music director in preparation for their final table read for their faculty and peers. What you'll see this evening are excerpts from our latest thesis musicals, performed by most of the same actors who performed in those actor labs, who are generously joining us to continue their exploration of that material. You'll find contact information on the one sheet about each show and the writers, contact information in terms of getting more information, that is. You'll also find a link to more information about the program if you're interested in the work that we do, and a QR code if you're in a position to contribute and would like to help us with it. We would like to provide more performance opportunities like this for our students and alumni, but theater making is expensive, as are scholarships. We have two funds you can contribute to: our chair's discretionary fund, which is for special projects, and our scholarship fund named for our previous chair, Sarah Schlesinger. You can also find me or contact our office if you'd like more information. So we usually prepare a video to play at our open house for prospective students. As a part of that video, we usually have a montage of messages from our current students encouraging them to apply. They're charming, creative, positive, heartfelt, and relentlessly chipper. Come join us, it's great, you'll love it. So much so that one year, one of my colleagues turned to me and said, "It feels a little like a demented preschool cult." Now, cult may be a little strong, but we're aware that entering our midst for the first time can be a bit disorienting, since we tend to have a language of our own. So I'm going to take a moment to define a few terms for the uninitiated to help you talk with our wonderful graduates after the show. First term is GMTWP, or even more commonly, the program, what we call ourselves. Not cult-like at all. Words person, our unwieldy but inclusive term for writer of words, book or lyrics. Music person, what we call our composers, so the words people don't get jealous. Composer lyricist, what everyone thinks they are when they're unhappy with their collaborator. Cycle, a single cohort of students numbered sequentially. Examples of usage. I was talking about the other cycle. I hear talent skips a cycle. I'm in cycle 33. I was in cycle 6. Wow, you're old. Craft, that which you have too much of and could really stand to loosen up, but which your colleague could really work on. Lab, during your first year, the musical theater writing equivalent of a gladiator pit, except everyone smiles and wants the best for you. During your second year, a 40-minute weekly session where you never hear what you want to hear, AKA therapy. Suggestion land, a magical realm where your masterpiece gets rewritten by others in front of your very own eyes. Take it or leave it, but, or don't do this, but, followed by a suggestion. Do this or you will develop a reputation for being difficult. Go for the jugular, to cut to the chase. Alternatively, what everyone thinks of doing when they're unhappy with said collaborator. Table read, a 90-minute informal presentation of a thesis project, see below, which is always 100 minutes long and where the tables keep disappearing. And finally, thesis project, the impossible task taken on by a collaborative team foolish enough to create a draft of a musical in 12 months. Battles are fought, tears are shed, marriages are strained, but somehow they always make it through with something extraordinary. Something that never existed before, asking a question that's never been asked before. Something which asks us to reimagine what a musical is supposed to say or do. Something of which we are all immensely proud. Let's start the show.
Hi, I'm Timothy Thomas Leach, and I wrote the words.
I'm Alexander Gonenberg, and I wrote the music.
Our musical is called Conversion, and it tells the story of a landmark civil rights case where a group of queer lawyers sues a conversion therapy organization for committing consumer fraud.
The song you're about to hear is That's Where I'm At. It's our introduction to the character of Nico. They're sharing their experience at a support group for victims of conversion therapy.
Enjoy!
Sometimes I see my decisions as the branches of a tree. I see hundreds of millions of versions of the person I could be. And I wonder about how the infinite branches of possibility led to this derelict, homeless, depressed, genderqueer, post-traumatically stressed version of me. If I still believed in God, I'd say this week was a testament to how he treats the little sheep that disobey. You need an address to get a job, and a job to get an address. What sadist fuck designed the world that way? Late at night when I get stoned, the ghosts of people who disowned me taunt me for the choices that I made. The life I led was worth forsaking, but hunger has a way of making all of your convictions start to fade. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at today. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have hopeful shit to say, but that's not where I'm at today. The most fucked up part of trauma, you never know what'll trigger you. There's no predicting how or where or when. Like today, I heard a Christmas song in the middle of October, and suddenly I'm 17 again. The speakers blare the first Noel, the soundtrack to my personal hell. On Christmas Eve, they found me in a dress. Before I know it, I've made a scene. No Christmas music before Halloween. Now I think I'm banned from CBS. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at today. Maybe by next Christmas I can jingle all the way. But that's not where I'm at today. Some days I want to throw my arms in the air and say fuck it. Some days I want to tell the whole damn world that they can suck it. Some days I'm grateful for everything I've got. Some days I'm not. Today I'm not. Some days I want to throw my arms in the air and say fuck it. Some days I want to tell the whole damn world that they can suck it. Some days I'm grateful for everything I've got. Some days I'm not. Today I'm not. But that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at today. Tomorrow may bring colors that can lighten up the gray. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at today. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have hopeful shit to say, but that's not where I'm at today.
Hi, I'm Lynn Park. I'm the co-writer and the lyricist.
And I'm Trevor K. Band, the composer for this project.
Mampa 10,000 Waves is a new musical drawing on Korean folklore, following a young girl with a magical flute and a young dragon trying to end a relentless drought.
In this song, titled Break Through the Storm, the young dragon goes on a thunderous rampage in a moment of intense grief, but the girl raises her instrument intent on saving both her home and her friend.
It's the storm, the same furious, merciless storm that took my father from me. The same storm, it'll break me, hurt me, and now it'll take you from me. may be helpless, but I won't stop 'cause I know your storm. It'll break you, hurt you, it'll keep you swirling in anger. But I will break through your storm. I will overcome 1,000 ways to release you from your grief. I will break through your rage. I will break through your anger. I will break through your storm. I will overcome 1,000 ways to relieve you from your grief. I will break through your storm. I will overcome 1,000 ways to receive you, to release you, to save you from
Hello, I'm Lauren Katz,
And I'm Nonya Merck.
and we are the writers of the musical The Fallen. In the show, Evelyn plays us a murder ballad concert, leading us through a Victorian murdered mystery. You heard us right, murdered mystery, where Evelyn discovers and reclaims the narratives of 4 of Jack the Ripper's canonical victims.
In A Stunning Good Murder, our show's opening number, we're introduced to Evelyn and her life as a death hunter, which were people who would write and sing murder ballads at the gallows in Victorian London.
Evelyn, the stage is yours.
The first truth of being a death hunter: murder pays. Let's play. Shoulders back, drop your eyes, keep an even keel. Won't nobody know I've got no news but the bell. Hell, that's the fun. The hunt's begun. There's a humbling drum. I've the mighty feeling that more murders need revealing. Old death's around, but not yet found. Let's make a fella a felony. Misery sure loves a little company. I'll get cozy with crime till I'm prime to get ahead and make a living off the dead.
Not if my ballad gets out first. Have you heard your voice? Ain't nobody got pipes like mine.
Pipes ain't worth a penny if you don't know how to write a song, sell a story. And let me tell you, nothing beats a stunning good murder.
It's a hell of a way to get by.
Write songs for the spirits, sing 'em loud so they hear it, drown out the other. Hawkers cry,
I gotta pounce. Good murders are a luxury.
can't afford to wait for other gems to come round.
Scandals right for the picking. Can't give time while time's a ticking.
Need to stake my claim on the hunting ground. Let's make a treasure of a tragedy, a mate of a murder, a crony of catastrophe. Can't be a saint if I'm gonna repaint the town red and make a living off the dead.
alone is nowhere to be found.
I heard he's her brother.
He's her father.
He's her lover. Now that's bound to make the tale I'm telling worthy to cover. I heard she's an heiress.
Wouldn't that be swell?
A lady done up and done in.
Pray tell.
Sorry, telling time is over.
Oh, but time will always tell.
Hell, I got a stellar tale in mind, the kind that's sure to sell. Please make a treasure from a tragedy. Pray to God the dead aren't living, 'cause then it would be the death of me. Death ain't so forgiving, gotta take a living. Riding for a killing, gotta fake a living. Singing for a shilling, gotta make a living off the dead. Nothing beats a stunning good murder.
This is Ryan O'Day.
And this is Emma Redstone.
And we were
Glenn or Glenda, the musical.
Adapted from the 1953 cult classic B movie of the same name.
Glenn or Glenda follows Glenn,
a closet trans person in 1953,
on their journey of self-discovery and coming out to their fiancée, Barbara.
who was on her own self-discovery journey regarding his sexuality.
This is a love duet between the two of them.
In the words of Bela Lugosi,
Pull the string.
We don't need records. We can dance to our own beat. We can make up our own song. It doesn't matter what we sing if the melody is sweet. The lyrics can't be wrong. We've got love. We've got trust. You've got me and I've got you. That's all that we need, honey. Every night's perfect with you.
We don't need oysters, lobster, steak, or lamb to have a perfect meal. Give me a hot dog or a fresh can of Spam. It wouldn't change how I feel. We've got love, we've got trust. You've got me and I've got you. That's all that we need, honey. Every night's perfect with you.
You're so wonderful and always oh so kind.
I always try to be kind.
Anytime, any place, you're always on my mind.
You're on my mind.
I wish we could spend every moment together intertwined. No matter when or where, no matter what we do, we can do it right. Just you and me.
Me and you.
Together we'll make a perfect night.
We've got love.
We've got trust. You've got me and I've got you. That's all that we need, honey. Every night's perfect with you. Here to dance.
Absolutely. You're so beautiful. You tie my heart in knots.
I love to tie you in knots.
You're for me and I'm for you. I love you lots and lots.
And lots.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you. There are no second thoughts. We don't need to hurry. We can take our time.
As long as I'm with you. In just 7 months we'll hear wedding bells chime. We'll say, oh
How the time flew. We've got love.
we've got trust.
So much love.
You got me and I got you. That's all that we need, honey. Every night's perfect.
Every night's perfect.
Every night's perfect with you.
Hi,
Sarah Slick, and she's the composer, and my name is
Bryce Palmer, and he's the book writer and lyricist of our show, Bend Toward the Light. It's a sung, folk, real, musical interrogation that follows a pair of fraternal twins, Asher and Willow Fitzgerald,
as they retell
and relive a story about traveling to their hometown
to recover an old time capsule in the wake of their father's death.
The song you're about to hear is the title song,
Bend Toward the Light,
in which
apparition of Willow
tries to convince Asher to admit the truth
about what really happened to her
at the end of their journey through the forest. Hope you enjoy.
You can't fix it all, can't go back in time. Vines slip through the wall, nowhere left to climb. Still to start things right, pen toward the light. It was going so well, as I'm sure you could tell. We were right back on track, but the woods brought me back. We had learned to make do, we'd stopped arguing too. We were getting along and don't know where it went wrong. Planted in the dirt, never given grace, always getting hurt.
No, this is what happened.
Haunted by a face, still to start things right, bend toward the light. Bend toward the light. If you saw what I saw, she had reached her last straw. She was feeling so trapped, I think something just snapped. Couldn't stand to lose Dad, he was all that she had. So she chose a clean break, couldn't take it anymore, I don't know. Wish it all away. I'm sorry. The light will break in someday. The sun can light the spark, so step out of the dark.
I didn't.
Say what you have to say.
I've said it already. I didn't.
Try to heal your soul.
There's nothing left to say.
Darkness makes it worse.
This is the light. I'm standing in it.
You can't take control. Moving in reverse.
I don't
Dawn
want to.
will end the night, bend toward the light. The anguish roars inside, the pain every time you lie. It's driving you insane, it tunnels through your brain. There's nowhere left to hide. You to start things right, and toward the light.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Then toward the light. Then toward the light.
Hello. My name is Kenzie Morley, and I'm the book writer for this musical.
My name is Benjamin Walton. I'm the composer lyricist.
In this pop rock
rock musical Monster, which is loosely inspired by Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Our musical follows Evie Shelley as she resurrects Mary Shelley as an AI to save her family's publishing business.
The song you're about to see, Evie's stepdad Stephen laments on his relationship with his family and his desperate want to be a part of it all.
Thank you.
I try, no reply. I praise and I praise and I praise. She averts her gaze. Evie does not see the stuff I do for her. Why does she always think I'm rude to her? Feels like I've been treading water. I push forward, I just hit the wall. She doesn't have to want to be my daughter, but I wish she'd let me be part of it all. I joke and I laugh and I play. She goes away. I help and I walk the trapeze. She's left on the breeze. Evie does not see how much I care for her. What will it take to show I am there for her? Feels like I've been treading water. I push forward and I just hit the wall. She doesn't have to want to be my daughter, but I wish she'd let me be part of it all. I know that change can be scary, but you make me the other. I'll show that I'll go the distance to help you and your mother. We'll joke and we'll cheer and we'll scream. I'll keep fighting for my family's dream. Try and I'll try and I'll try for just a high. I'll pray and I'll pray and I'll pray to see that day when Evie will not see this huge divide, and maybe she'll finally won't need to hide. For now I will keep treading water. I can't keep waiting to catch her when she goes. She doesn't have to want to be my daughter, but maybe she'll let me be part of it. Part of it all.
Hello, I'm Trevor K. Band, and I'm the book writer and lyricist.
And I'm Amos Hall, the composer for
Hong Kong After Midnight, the Disco Musical.
Designed for children in the 70s through the 90s. And based on first-hand accounts, our show follows Gordon Hubbard as he opens a nightclub where men can dance with each other at the height of police crackdowns on gay men.
However, when we first meet Gordon, it's long before he opens his own club. In this early show song, titled Out, Gordon publicly dances with his boyfriend Harry, as the crowd around them grows increasingly hostile.
Everyone's staring.
Then let's put on a show!
Gordon,
When a cigarette's been lit
get together.
and its nicotine has hit, maybe you don't get to return it to the pack. So once it didn't mind the dark, disgusting, now it's caught a flaming spark. Lock those perverts up, and whatever's burning
let's go.
No! I'm here and I'm on fire. Don't you want to taste desire? Let your prior days expire here and now. Well, baby, I'm out and I like it standing where I am. Baby, I'm out and I'm screaming. I don't give a damn. They can shame me and portray me through whatever lie they've chosen to spout. 'Cause if I'm burning hot, they can't put me out.
I guess a little more dancing can't hurt.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Keep your feet light. Keep your head up. Keep your hopes high. Keep your body dancing. Let's get together and dance. Get together. Let's get together and shake your ass, baby. Come a little closer and get together with me.
All is fair in love and war. This is both and this is more. So fuck any laws that make us lesser than.
It's not safe.
Well, it's not safer when you hide. I would know because I've tried. Word gets out and leaves you running with no plan. I risk everything for freedom. Choose the right words, people need them. They will heed them if I lead them to the light. Baby, I'm out and I'll keep on standing where I am. Baby, I'm out, take me, leave me. I don't give a damn. You can't take me, so don't blame me if you're too afraid to push through the doubt. But I am burning bright. You can't put me out. Show's over, time to go. But I'm not done dancing.
Let's go, Gordon.
I'm not leaving.
Well, I am.
What is so scary about two men dancing together? What are you so afraid of? Someone has to start the fight, and I'm willing to do this right. I can be a lot to take, but that's how you make cities shake. And I've gotta with what's at stake. Though the path can get lonely, and man, it gets lonely, it's lonely, I'm lonely out here. I'll stay out till someone meets me where I am. He'll know I'm out and love me for it. He won't give a damn. Don't throw me out, you still can't change the man I am. I'll be out no matter how many doors you slam. I'll keep my chin up, Lord, it's been up, 'cause I'm strong enough to stick to my route, and I'll keep burning hot. Burning bright. Burning hot and bright till I burn out.
I'm librettist Hannah Z. Morley.
And I'm composer Gian Giffany, reporting live. Brace yourself!
Is the title of our show. Our musical follows Holly and friends on her quest to be orthodontist the day the apocalypse hits.
In our song, Like You, Polly is telling Paul about the boy she dreams to kiss one day, not realizing that he's maybe closer than she thinks.
Hey, isn't it great that the apocalypse is in our musical, not out here?
Yeah, you said it.
As soon as I get my braces off, I'm going to kiss the very first boy I see.
What?
Don't judge me, Paul, but secretly, I'm a promiscuous young woman. When I think about my first kiss, I think the guy will be notorious. A perfect specimen, not someone hilariously useless. Like you. When I think about my first kiss, I think it will be with someone glorious. play checkers, so you know that's actually worth. He will be strong and brave and a true leader, and he will make me feel safe and be a huge reader. And most importantly, he will agree that the version of me with my braces off is the most perfect, beautiful Holly that could ever be. When I think about my first kiss, I wonder what happens after when I'm victorious. I hope that after then, that boy and I will kiss again and again and again and again. And that he'll be my best friend, like you. So basically, I want a boy who's strong and brave and amazing and truly spectacular. And
Come on, you weenie! Just tell her you like her. It's easy. Just say, hey Holly, you don't know this, but I like your braces a lot. They frame your face, and in this case, your beauty fills my thoughts. And while this is only in my head, maybe one day I'll say this out loud instead. It's not a lie, it's my battle cry. There's no stopping what's ahead. Hey Holly, I see you. I've known since I was 2. I hope you know that this is true. Hey Holly, I like you. We'll be nice till life is through. Hey Holly, I like you and be really good at Twister. Hey Holly, I like you. Since I was 10, you be like, I'm so glad that I kissed her. Hey Holly, I like.
were you saying something?
Oh, nothing important. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Jill.
I'm Andy. I'm the composer.
And we wrote a show together called The Garden Bridge.
This is a show about two families. The first is a Jewish family who fled the Holocaust to Shanghai, and the second is a Chinese family who fled from the north of China and found themselves in Shanghai as well.
And in the song that you're about to hear, this is a moment where the dad of the Chinese family is opening up about something he's never told anybody before to the dad of the Jewish family. So we hope that you enjoy. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
And from the bittersweet start, we were never apart. Her name was Shinru. It means gentle heart. Her father was my foreman back in my factory days. Shinru and I fell in love in the dark, away from her family's gaze. They wanted her to marry the man they picked out, a wealthy man with acres of land. So when she chose me, she was kicked out. But still, she chose me. She chose me. Our early days weren't easy. We did not live a lavish life, but I was proud to be her husband, and she my wife. But when I joined the underground, doing what I felt was right, she said I had to choose between my family and the fight. I thought I was doing what I should. I recall I took her hand and begged her please to understand. And again, she chose me. She chose me. Then, two Japanese soldiers heard there was a coolie working for the resistance. They came to our door and asked where I was with their rifles and ruthless insistence. And she knew where I was. She had all the information, could have given my location. But as the soldier held his gun, shouting, "Don't you oppose me," in one final breath, for one final time, in one final breath, for one final time, she chose me. She chose me.
Hi, I'm Shravya.
And I'm William.
And we're the writers of a musical,
Lotus and Jasmine.
It follows two women, Lakshmi in Hyderabad, India,
And Jess in Berlin, Germany.
as they become nannies in two houses and try to figure out how to have a life of their own.
The children fall in love with their nannies, and after the nannies leave,
Escape to another world.
the song you're about to hear is our show's first musical number. Enjoy.
Boat that swims across the sea lay standing, staring, swimming through the fish, tumbled by thorny weeds we fall into. The water pulls us away. So much water, so much water. Stand here looking at the glitter in the sky. Being here with you, being here with you. Startled by the world with blinking of the stars. Watch a star that slipped, watch a star that fell, just like a wish. Stop playing. Emma, we have to get to school. Isha, shoes stay out. The dog stays in. Wipe the dishes. Poppy, can you get your plate? Sweep the floors. I just cleaned the floors. Wash and dry the clothes. Can you wash your hands? Wash the dishes. Mop the floor. Fold and press the clothes. Where is your uniform? These dishes won't do themselves. These floors won't wipe themselves. The clothes won't hang themselves. Most importantly, Lucas, did you do your homework? These kids won't take care of themselves. Puffy soap bubbles everywhere, floating in unclear foamy water. See that you don't get lost in there. Where is your bowl now? Your English homework. English? These dishes won't do themselves.
and I wrote the book and lyrics.
You're about to hear a song from our show, Next Year in Connecticut. Next Year in Connecticut follows the Stableman family, their guests, and various mental illnesses over the course of one long Passover Seder.
Right before the song you're about to hear, Mom, aka Dr. Stableman, is in the kitchen frantically preparing 4 different pots of matzo ball soup when Dad comes in and suggests that maybe she could benefit from some therapy as a patient for once. How's she gonna take that?
Oh, that's hilarious, honey. I don't need to go to therapy. I already know exactly how it would go. She'd say, so what brings you in? I'd say, what doesn't? You're here, that's a win. I wish I wasn't. She'd ask, what do you do? I'd say, I'm a shrink too. Shrinks either love that or hate it. We'd compare credentials, I'd outshine her. She'd sit back in her recliner, smiling smug. She'd scribble observations like patient, resistant to basic conversations. Then fully captivated by my air of mystery, she'd say, okay, let's start with family history. Dad was always calm, made sure we were well fed. How about your mom? I don't speak ill of the dead. She'd smirk the way you smirk when a patient's being finicky. We're all clinicians here, so she'll just describe her clinically. Borderline dysthemic, PTSD. She'd nod her head to broadcast her sympathy. Then say, our time is up, unfortunately. Yada, yada, yada. A few more sessions of intake. Thousands of dollars that Aetna would refuse to reimburse. Let's fast forward to the part where she starts giving me feedback. Why do you assume it's a she? It would have to be. I have nothing to learn from men. She'd say, you love your daughters. I'd say perhaps too much. Then she'd test the waters. Do you use them as a crutch? I'd say, well, that was out of the blue. Or who the hell are you? Or proudly declare, why actually yes I do. And you're using me too, huh? Shrinks are good at shrinking their needs to be so small. They spend all day not thinking about themselves at all, because it feels good helping others. Same thing goes for mothers. Most mothers, some mothers. How about your mother? She committed suicide when I was 9. Now we're getting somewhere, but unfortunately, that's our time. She'd have a field day prepping for our next session. A shrink whose mother offed herself? Delicious. Next topic, our marriage. And your husband, she'd say, you never mentioned him. So why start today? Then she'd go out on a limb and accuse me you're deflecting, which I obviously am, but I'm also protecting his privacy, ma'am. It doesn't mean that there's a problem. If I say we're fine, we're fine. Okay, I'm just doing my job. No, doc, you crossed the line. It's none of your business. If we're happy, that's just between us two. Sure, our sex life has been crappy, but I'm sure yours wouldn't too. Cause when your children are your life, you don't have time to be a wife. Well, that sounds hard to swallow. Yeah, I'm used to indigestion. Then she'd ask one follow-up question. Do you ever wish you were dead? Well, not dead. But perhaps a small coma. A teeny tiny coma. Some time to recharge and not be in charge. A wee little coma. A brief low risk coma. While I'm lying in wait, they all have to wait. Yes, I could use a coma, a 2-3 week coma, a healthy pause for a worthy cause. I'd wake up refreshed, be received with applause. I'd be twice the mother I ever just had an annual
And I'm Avelli. I wrote the music for our show Pompeii.
On August 24th, 79 AD, hours before the catastrophic explosion of Mount Vesuvius, one Roman family lives their final day in the Asian city of Pompeii. As ash rains down, Felix the watchguard sings this song called Runaway Love. He questions whether it will be more painful for him to leave or stay.
Thought I knew what love was. I read the stories on the wall of gods and men and the love in between. Now I know they lied about it all. Because love doesn't sing from mountaintops or whisper from the depths of the abyss. Love doesn't shoot his arrow through the sky. He is not a broken promise or a stolen kiss. Love is not grand or bold, a dream while you're awake. Love is a hand to hold. Love is a heart to break. Run away, love, I have seen this soft and quiet love. I have seen this beauty from afar. And I've seen this sadness and anger and pain. For love can heal old wounds or create new scars. Between lover and lover, and daughter and mother. Turn husband from wife, and sister from brother. Run away, love, run So yes, I could tell him that I love him in the extraordinary and the everyday. Or I could keep my heart safe and sound. It's far easier to simply run away. Perhaps I will forget the tale of him and I, and perhaps he will forgive how I never said goodbye. Run away, love, run away, love, run.
Alicia, and I wrote the book and lyrics.
I'm Paige, and I wrote the music for How to Not Drown, a pop rock R&B rom-com
About a black woman named Nora who, in order to get a promotion, is trying to outgrow the survival instincts that have kept her from connecting with people.
And who better to help her open up than the new guy from church, Eddie, an oceanographer who doesn't know when to stop talking about the ocean.
The song you're about to hear takes place at a very tense dinner table.
Nora thinks that her mom is trying to set her up with Eddie. She is.
And poor Eddie's just trying to drop off some groceries for his grandma. Let's see what happens.
Mother.
Nora.
Eddie?
Mother, what's on the agenda?
Agenda? Just a little chit-chat while we dine. Eddie, Nora, Eddie.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's mine.
We're celebrating Nora's big promotion today.
Yeah, would you look at us? Celebrating. Mother.
Nora?
I can go.
No, stay.
Yeah, stay.
Okay.
Cornbread.
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 Cornbread. Cornbread. Cornbread.
Eddie, this should be the part where you get up and leave. You walked into a war zone unaware. That's your problem when it comes to pretty women. It takes more than just a look for you to scare.
How has my life come to this? The day I hit the lowest of lows, in walks a man. Where does she get off? Inviting this guy like I'm desperately single or something. Well, I'm not. And this day is not going according to plan.
There's something special here. Give them a week, they'll be in love. She's an iron fist, and he's a velvet glove. They'll make balanced little grandbabies, bold and smart. They just need a little push to
Congrats on the promotion. What's the gig?
Vice President at Bickerman Grand. Work must have been exhausting.
Incredibly exhausting.
Please pass a napkin.
I tried. I can.
Bickerman Grant?
She does campaigns for all those big rich companies, and she's only 27.
Sounds like a pretty big deal.
The prettiest deal on this side of heaven.
Mother!
Nora. Eddie?
Yeah, wait, what?
Cornbread.
Cornbread. Cornbread. Cornbread.
Yeah, okay, so maybe she's a little reserved. I'm still intrigued from head to toe. I have a suspicion that there's more than meets the eye. I have to know,
My plan is working.
That's how the confidence grows.
So well.
Who does he think he is? Just assuming that I think he was handsome or something. Well, I do. Don't. Is that a whale tattoo? This is not how my love story goes.
Neither one of them knows. Eddie just moved here from Chicago.
Chicago? Why move to Somerville?
For my grandma.
His grandma.
She's more like a mom. My parents raised me up until, she's getting older. I hate the cold. I enjoy being close to the water.
Seriously, get out while you can, before the slaughter.
You got the world's biggest ocean in your backyard.
You learn something new every night.
Look at my daughter, so smart and always learning. The man who lands her is going to be so lucky, right?
Right.
Eddie, what do you do for work?
Wait, let me guess. You're a doctor.
Oh!
Or an attorney.
Oceanographer.
You don't say.
Mm-hmm.
If I were you, I'd sail away.
Okay.
Bon voyage! Enjoy the journey.
She loves the water.
Used to.
What she means is...
What she means is used to.
Eddie, please excuse my daughter.
Yeah, excuse me.
Cornbread!
Mother, can you stop it, please?
Isn't surface tension just magical? I mean, it's what allows the ocean surface to resist external forces. It's how also bugs walk on water. Yeah.
So, Eddie, how do you like the black-eyed peas?
Amazing, so full of flavor.
And?
I love the color and consistency.
Mm-hmm.
It's thick
Thick and?
and spicy.
Too spicy?
Just the right amount of kick. I can taste so much emotion.
For the record, I did not get the promotion.
What?
Cornbread?
Howdy, I'm Gaurav, the composer for this project.
And I'm Adrian, the librettist. This is Gutter Trash. He's the brains behind the operation. Our piece is a retelling of the Epic of Gilgamesh, but taking place in the legendary West.
Its music is a love letter to Americana, incorporating genres from country to blues to old time.
At this point, Gilgamesh has already lost the love of his life, Enkidu, and is beginning to make some sort of peace with that through the experience of shared grief. Yeehaw and enjoy.
You tell her her boy was handsome and kind. You tell her about his bright smile. Say he was honest and foolish and wild. Say when he died the world stopped for a while. Say the world stopped for a while.
What was your son's name?
His name was Paul. What was...
Enkidu. His name was Enkidu. I'll tell her her boy was brave at the end. I'll tell her about his quick mind. I'll say he was righteous and he kept his head high. Say when he died, the whole world stopped to cry. I'll say the whole world stopped to cry.
You tell her her boy held such joy in his life.
Just getting lines round his eyes.
That he was a good man.
With a snake charmer's grin. The world lost a lot when it got rid of him.
Tell her he wasn't in pain as he left.
Say he felt loved till the end. Say when he died, the sun fell from the sky. When he died, the moon lost all the light.
Say
it happened so quick, he couldn't have felt it. Say
he said your name last before the blast.
say when he died, the world stopped for a while. When he died, the sun fell from the sky. The stars lost their light, dawn never broke night. Say, when he died, the whole world stopped to cry. Say, the whole world stopped to cry.
I'm Alex, I'm the librettist.
And I'm Vahid, the composer.
And in our musical, The Mina Show, we explore how to represent a diaspora of 500 million people.
And how to fail at doing so.
The Mina Show is a Middle Eastern American pop rock coming-of-age musical that follows Nancy as she writes a show for Mina Visibility at Cleveland State University's Family Week.
But her quest for visibility threatens to expose way more about the culture and her family than she bargained for.
In the song you're about to hear, Nancy's best friend Saturday gets tired of being asked to choose between her culture and her passion.
Aspiring instead to be more like the Middle Eastern pop icon Nancy Ogden.
Who?
Lebanese princess, cultural icon, queen of Arab pop. Arabs Got Talent, judge to boot. The credentials don't stop. Middle East sweetheart, voice of honey, international sensation.
Thank you, thank you. We've reached the end of the program, and I want to make sure I say a number of thank yous before we finish. First, we want to thank everybody at Joe's Pub for hosting us. This has been a wonderful experience, as it was last year. I also want to say a special thank you to Danny Larson, Amy Burgess, and Marie Costanza, who are the three people who keep our office running and who have been so instrumental in coordinating with Joe's Pub, figuring out the ticketing situation, Danny for supervising all of the arrangements, Amy for casting and for creating the video at the beginning of the show. So I could not do my job without these three essential people, so thank you. I also want to thank the phenomenal performers. As well as the directors and music directors of the Actor Labs, without which we couldn't have built this evening. Also want to thank all of the faculty and the guest teachers who came in this year and made the experience so rich for our students. Want to thank Dean Allison Green of the Tisch School of the Arts, who is with us tonight, for her stalwart support of our program. Also want to thank finally, and certainly not that this is the final part of this this thank yous, but that does not mean that this is not in a way the most important cohort to thank, which is the family and friends who have been supporting our students through these 2 years. I know as an artist that so often you hear these students talk about how this musical theater writing is the most important thing in their lives. And I just want to assure everybody that we have it in our hearts to have space for the most important thing in our lives and also the most important people in our lives. And I think everybody would agree with me when I say that without your support, without your love, none of this would be possible. So thank you very, very, very much. Speaking of family, if you look at the One Sheet program, you may notice how many people who are involved in this show tonight are alumni of the program. This time of year is one of the most joyous times of the year, I think, for those of us who are faculty, because we get to see all of these students who have come through the program continuing to help each other. It's just this extraordinary large community that we all belong to, and now Cycle 33, that you are very much a part of this, and you join this community. So I just want to call out everybody who has been involved in this. I'm going to say what their cycle numbers are so you can get a sense of just the span of it. First, I have to thank Brandon Anderson, who directed and produced this whole showcase, who is Cycle 17. I want to thank Vadim Feichner, who is our music director, who is Cycle 9. I want to thank Talia Ranjbar, who is our stage manager, who is Cycle 31. I want to thank our house managers, Ali Bellhaven and Taylor Lozano, who are Cycle 34. Spencer Lynn, our projection operator, who is Cycle 34. Our videographer, Micah Joel, who is Cycle 21. And our alumni band, which consists of Carlos Bauzes, Cycle 32. Jarrett Murray, Cycle 28. Danny Ursetti, Cycle 26. And also, if you've been admiring the artwork, that is by Sravya Saraswatula, who is Cycle 33. So the thing about families is that we're always growing, but we're always having to say goodbye to people as well. And sometimes that goodbye is a happy goodbye. We are saying goodbye to Mel Marvin this year, who has been on our faculty for the past 30 years. But he will be in the city. He will come and help us from time to time and visit and keep us entertained with his stories of his long and storied career. So we wish you well, Mel. And also, unfortunately, sometimes we say goodbye to people in our community and it's not so happy. And so I just really want to acknowledge a few people before we finish tonight. I think most of us in this room who are associated with the program know that in December of 2022, we lost our previous chair, Sarah Schlesinger, who was so instrumental in building up this program. Since then, unfortunately, we've lost 3 other members of our community, and I just want to talk very briefly about each of them. So the first was Bert Drazel, who was Cycle 14. Bert was kind of incredible. He had this incredible story. He was, until 2003, he had spent 19 years as the rector of the Church of the Holy Trinity in New York. And when he retired, he decided, I think he was 62, he decided to pursue his dream of writing musical theater. So he came to us and spent the last 20 years writing musicals. So we say goodbye to him. Another member of our community we lost was Joseph Vernon Banks, Cycle 9. Joe, this figure is just incredible to me. He wrote original music for 18 of Theater for the New Cities Free Street Theater productions between 2003 and 2023. He conducted their 5-piece orchestras, touring the company for 2 months each summer through the parks, playgrounds, and closed-off streets all through the 5 boroughs. He was beautiful, gentle, wonderful human being. And the last person that we lost was Stephen Lutvak from Cycle 1, the inaugural class of our program, who also taught with us for 7 years. Stephen Lutvak, most people know him for, he wrote a lot of shows, but the one that people know him most for is A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, which he wrote the music for and co-wrote the lyrics, and which was nominated for 10 Tonys in 2014, winning Best Musical. He was a much beloved faculty member. So yeah, I just want to take this moment just to remember Bert and Joe and Stephen, and to say that their spirit lives on in Cycle 33, in your music, in your words, in your songs, in your stories, and in the passion that you have that you're going to carry into the world with you now. Also that their mission has been passed on to you now. And we just to close and say we know you're up to it, and we can't wait to see what you all come up with next. So thank you for the last 2 years, and good night.